Executive Director of I County Housing Solutions. The ordinance that's being proposed to you tonight is to approve the rezoning as stated by yourself and Councilman Kasser to rezone approximately 4.8 acres that is now vacant land located off of Richmond, actually between Richmond and Cliffmont in Ward 4, and it is to provide permanent supportive housing. We're going to build new construction to provide permanent supportive housing for people who are homeless and who are disabled by mental illness. This is going to include some set-aside units for members referred to us from the Veterans Administration. They are providing support for this project, and it's the beginning of us trying to work with them as people are returning from their service overseas, many of whom will be receiving mental health services.
Representing myself tonight as the President and CEO of Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce, and thank you for giving me a moment to address this council. Majority Leader Kasser, first of all, my condolences on the loss of your family member. Rita, my condolences to all of your family. I just want to take a moment to say thank you. I want to say thank you to a couple members of council, but then also thank you to all of council. Now, this is the time of the year that we reflect on many things. And Butch is going off council. I've worked with Butch personally for the past 4 years, and I think he's done an outstanding job, not only representing the constituents of Ward 8, but all the citizens of Canton. We've worked with Butch on a number of community and economic development issues. I just want to say thank you for your dedication and your willingness to work with the business community. Also, as we reflect at year's end, I want to just mention that the Chamber wants to remember Joe Carbini. We lost a good friend with Joe this past year, who was Assistant Majority Leader. There are a lot of people who didn't think that Joe and the Chamber could really work together. We did very well. As a matter of fact, Joe became a seated member on our Economic Development Committee, and rarely missed a meeting. But tonight I also really want to be here to say thank you to Don. I've worked with Don for the past 10 years since I became CEO of the Chamber. I think we had built a great work relationship, one of trust, one in which the citizens and the business community of the city of Canton benefited from. We all know that if Don gets something in his mind, it's not too easily changed. And I'm not claiming I ever changed a thing, but we were able to sit down and talk about many issues, and I think, Don, at the end of the day, again, the businesses and the citizenry of Canton really came out ahead on it. I want to say thank you very, very much for that opportunity. I also want to congratulate our newest leaders, David and Terry. We look forward and we commit to work with you going forward. And also the new council members, Joe and Mark, who are being sworn in tonight, and all of council. Thank you for what you do. It's not an easy job. I'd like to pat on the back. Thank you very much.
I wanted to start off tonight by giving my condolences to the family of Mr. Sean Powers, who we lost in a fire in the Southwest End on Christmas Eve. That's proof and example of everything that I've been talking about. He lost his life in a fire when that section of the city was fully staffed. I think that's proof of what can happen even when we're fully staffed. I think that goes to back up and support that we need to stay fully staffed and that the layoffs are just unacceptable. By going into a scene like that understaffed, you know, there could have been loss of lives in the firefighters as well. Or in another situation, loss of lives depending on, you know, the circumstances of the fire. So I think that goes to back that up. I also wanted to state that I'm still in support of the safety forces. I think that something can be reached between the city and the unions. I think everyone just needs to try a little harder and remember to keep the best interests of the citizens of the city in mind. Don't worry about dollar signs when you need to. I mean, all of you guys have families. When you need to pony up and find money, you always find it, don't you? So I think the city can do that. I think if they have to transfer some funds from other areas or cut other areas, I think no matter what, the safety forces should be backed up. Like I said last week, I'm going to continue my picketing of City Hall Monday through Friday until all of the men and women are back to work. Thank you for your time.